Coming up on Mountain News this morning, and organizers for an Easter event make it their mission to help kids create fun memories while making sure their families have what they need to make ends meet. And the city of Pike will host a special egg hunt meant to give kids with sensory issues a day of holiday fun.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
All right, good morning to you. It is a Monday morning. I am Brandon Robinson, and it's April the 10th. It is a Monday, and again, we're seeing some cold temperatures out there this morning. Let's take a look at Lake Cumberland. It's looking beautiful out there, though, as you see the sun coming up over Pulaski County this morning. It's going to be a beautiful day, so get out there and enjoy it because it's going to be warm later, not so much right now. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s this morning, with 30 in Clintwood, one of our colder spots, just up the road Grundy, and just down the road Jonesville, both at 32. Joining them is Manchester. Just above that in Irvin is 33, and that's about the coldest spots in the region. You see Jackson, rather, I almost said Ashland. Jackson's at 48, and then you've got Moorhead and Logan at 46. EmojiCast, an absolutely gorgeous stretch of weather. It starts today with some chilly conditions and some frosty conditions, but sunshine drives those temperatures up throughout the day, and it is going to be a nice forecast as high pressure continues to dominate our headlines for most of this week. All right, back to news. During the weekend, Easter fun could be seen across the region, but one Wolfe County event aimed to help kids create fun memories, all while ensuring their families have everything they need to make those ends meet. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has a story.
For years, hundreds of kids show up to take part in the Easter egg hunt hosted by the Hazel Green Volunteer Fire Department and the Red River Valley PTO.
We want to make sure all these kids in Eastern Kentucky and everywhere else has the same opportunity as kids in the big cities.
Not only do kids in the area have the opportunity to win prizes, but their families also have the chance to pick up food or household items they may need.
Things are really hard to come by right now with these prices and everything, so if we can help a family out with baby food or just baby wipes or something, just some household items, I mean, we're happy to help.
Those involved with the event say they're not only helping to give back to what they refer to as a forgotten community, but they're also offering families a sense of hope for a brighter tomorrow.
I love the fact that the community pitches in. As you can tell, there's probably 30 or 40 bicycles to give away, all kinds of giveaways for the kids. And that's what it's about, communities pitching in for our youth, because these are the future. This is the future of our country.
Using their resources to help Eastern Kentucky families experience the joy of Easter.
Our goal is to just keep doing what we're doing and just keep reaching those kids. And, you know, we want this to be a good memory when those kids look back on an Easter egg hunt to where they have won something or you know, just got to hang out with the fire department for a little while, just to make that bond with the kids to where they know that they can come to someone that they can trust.
Hoping to create a happy Easter holiday for the children of Wolfe County and beyond. In Wolfe County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Event organizer and Hazel Green Food Project President Nikki Stacy says the Easter egg hunt was nearly 3 weeks in the making and brought in kids as far away from Jessamine County in central Kentucky. In Pike County, the city of Pike will celebrate Easter with a sensory-safe egg hunt on Saturday. Families were invited out to the egg hunt, which aimed to provide a place for those prone to sensory overload to still have a chance to celebrate and have a good time. Members of the University of Pikeville football team also came out to help with the event, and one student athlete says it's all about inclusivity.
Honestly, it's a big deal to them, and I know it feels like so good for the parents as well, because that's all you want as a parent is to see your kid fit into everyone else and not feel like they're really standing out. So I think that's kind of big, and it honestly touches the heart in a way.
Pike student athlete Tyrese Christian says it's wonderful for the team to interact and be role models for kids in the area. At the Bowling Green Ballpark, the home of the Bowling Green Hot Rods, families gathered for a day filled of fun activities ahead of the Easter holiday. When kids were not hunting for eggs, there were an array of activities spread out across the park for them to take part in, and families had the chance to see what new additions are coming to the Hot Rods as the season quickly approaches.
Today is about having some fun. So we have the playground open, the carousel open. The season starts in 3 days, so you can get your new merch. Tickets are on sale for opening day. Try new concession items, get your pictures taken with the Easter Bunny and Roscoe.
And the Bowling Green Hot Rods open up their season on Tuesday, April the 11th against the Rome Braves. Now, if you celebrated Easter at home, you may have shelled out more money on items this year like eggs and candy. The National Retail Federation says despite inflation, Americans are expected to have spent $24 billion on the holiday. Carla Rodner reports.
A chocolate bunny is a must-have for any Easter basket. At Andy's Candies,
this week is the busiest.
Customers still filing in despite higher prices.
They're buying a little bit smaller bunnies, not as big as they used to.
But the total at the cash register is catching some customers by surprise.
Candy for the grandchildren. I wasn't expecting to go out there, but I came to Andy's Candy, and $2 later, they're getting candy.
Owners at the chocolate shop say they've had to raise their prices because the cost of the ingredients to make chocolate has gone up steadily. They say importing cocoa beans is getting more difficult and more expensive. Over at the grocery store,
oh my God, yes. Eggs are outrageous.
the Easter tradition to dye eggs will likely cost you more than last year.
We're going to do that tomorrow for sure, but the price of eggs is keeps going, changing, and so I'm always stocking up. When I find low prices, I buy like 2 dozen instead of 1.
In an effort to fight eggflation, people like Julie are spending more time seeking out savings.
I went shopping and found a more affordable way to kind of go all out for my daughter. And I actually reused an Easter basket as well.
Others say they are making the best of the higher prices, determined to stick with their traditions.
The prices are a little bit higher than I'm accustomed to, but it's a special occasion and it's for special people, so I'm okay with it.
Eggs these days cost more than $3 a dozen. That's about double the price from just 1 year ago. We are now less than 1 month from the Kentucky Derby, and preserving the history of that event is one goal of the Kentucky Derby Museum. The collection includes 20,000 pieces, many of them hats. One of the oldest dates back to the 1880s, a straw design with velvet lining and a silk rose. As the years went by and the Derby became increasingly photographed, the hats got bigger and more elaborate. One of the newest additions to the collection is a matching face mask and hat combination, a post-COVID edition.
When we look back at historic photos of 2020, 2021, and 2022, we'll tell that story of what was happening in the world, and that's part of what's so exciting about a race that has such a long history. Each year we're able to track fashion trends, we're able to track history through the kinds of hats that were worn to the Kentucky Derby.
Some say since the Derby hat tradition began, that's because they believe hats were thought to bring good luck. I'll get it here in a second. The bigger the hat, the better the luck. All right, 6:40 this morning, we're taking a look at Buffalo Mountain up to the tower, and you can see basically off to the kind of left side of your screen is the moon still hanging out, but it's chilly out there this morning. Down to 34 up at Buffalo Mountain and here in Hazard as we head up there. I actually just went to 32 as we just talked about it there on air. Temperatures ranging from 29 again in Clintwood to 48 there in Jackson, 46 Logan, 33 Irvin, 37 London and Somerset this morning. Your out the door forecast again is going to feature a lot of sunshine today. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a chilly start to this Monday, but it's going to be a beautiful day overall. Temperatures will top out near the 70-degree mark. I'm telling you, I'm urging you, please get outside and do something today. It's going to be too perfect not to. All right, thank you for joining us. The time now coming up on 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Newly discovered letters shed light on the mindset of the gunman who became responsible for the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Stay with us. That's on the way next.